Okay, I think that's actually a good place to start. Um, so I basically deleted all of my other characters I had to start this off. Um, to let anyone know who is jumping into this in episode 1 as they should and skipped episode 0, which they totally can because episode 1 is just set up. I wanted to play this game of personality hot potato between all the different characters of Borderlands because I thought that that would be a really fun way to play this game. And the beginning part of this is going to be a little bit weird because my audio levels might be a little bit out of whack, so I might have to fix it. We are going to skip the opening cutscene because, you know, it is copyrighted music. But uh, either way, still an amazing opening for a game. It is probably still one of the best openings to a video game of all time. Is the Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2 probably like combined together as like a whole. It's just a really great way to show off the characters and how they work. And I don't think the series actually recaptures that feeling after 2.
Next stop, Fyrestone Depot. Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting off the bus?
That opening bit of cutscene went so painfully slow. It was like paused like every like 5 seconds.
With this sniper rifle and the crazy mask. You look like a Truxican wrestler moonlighting as a dominatrix, and you, soldier man.
I'm wondering why the textures aren't actually properly loading in just yet.
And what's your story,
There we go.
lady? What can you do?
So I decided
I
on the order that I wanted to do all these characters in.
Don't be
There we go.
alarmed.
Oh my gosh, every cutscene is gonna be like this. I swear. I guess all of the audio is just not working right now.
Fyrestone.
There we go.
I am CL4PTP. You may call me by my locally designated name, Claptrap.
There we go. I haven't actually played a game actually on mouse and keyboard in a while. The controller just was not working in the way that I wanted it to.
Great! I detect that your Echo device is fully functioning. This way, please.
It took so long. I just looked down, it's like 15 minutes, and I think like 12 of those minutes have just been like looking at the game slowly loading.
Step right up. This is the new U station. When you use this device, your DNA profile is automatically identified and stored.
1 second. I need to bring the game audio back up just a little bit. Turned out that the level of audio I already had was working actually pretty well. Yeah, okay, I just have a Jacob sniper rifle. I think I'll be good for now. My first skill point, I don't think I get until level 5.
Activate the new U station now.
Change name. Okay.
Excellent. Now that your DNA is registered, you have the best in horrific death and dismemberment insurance. Should an unfortunate fatal incident occur, your new you will appear at the nearest station. Now we can head into the peaceful town of Fyrestone.
The one thing that I believe is going to be like the hardest part is cutscenes. I believe I'm gonna have to skip like almost every cutscene if it works as badly as as the opening cutscenes. And there is going to need to be some level of, like, minor editing done to this to, remove all of the, like, quiet parts and also, like, get around cutscenes. I don't think I have to tell you how this game works. It's a loot game, so every single time you find a weapon, there is a chance that it will be a much better weapon than whatever you have.
You'd better run! What are you? Scared? Oh, did that hurt?
If you missed episode 0, my for lack of a better term, the person trying to help me through this game decided that what is a good way to put it? I'm trying to think of like an actual good way of putting this, but like even though I like playing sniper characters in games, the way that he put it was that snipers are not the actual thing that I should be focusing on with Mordecai. It's instead using his skills with revolvers, which I kind of understand. Oh my gosh. So bad. The one thing that I am very interested in seeing is,
Please open the box.
mouse wheel up and down to switch weapons, and then holding E will collect everything on screen.
Wow! That looks like it could do some damage. Okay, let's get this gate open.
That gun looks nice. It's like, yeah, thanks, Claptrap. Okay. Weapons. E to compare. Okay. So, I have 2 repeaters, so pistols. The pistols have a, what looks like a police officer type character, which is fair. And then the sniper rifles have a, like have to actually say what its name is. A raccoon skin hat. I can't shorten that word. Just judging by sheer value of money, it's saying that the Hyperion pistol is better. The repeater is getting a 30% damage boost, so 10 to 12. But the recoil reduction, weapon zoom, and accuracy on the Hyperion weapon is apparently better. So, I guess their idea is that it doesn't matter how much damage it does, as long as you make sure that the weapon actually, like, hits. Okay, shift is still,
I'm over here.
C to crouch. There we go. I was playing a little bit of 2, which is why I got the idea to play this. And one of the things that instantly, like, bugged me was that my old settings on 2, I had to actually go in and, change them. Because I haven't actually, played the game in so long. I had mapped... Ooh, I should probably do that. One second. Mouse and keyboard, key bindings, melee attack, mouse 3. There we go. So, I click in the mouse wheel on a melee. Very simple.
I'm over here. Oh no, I'm going to die.
What? You like that?
Okay, there is a little bit of, there is a tiny little bit of aim assist on my, guns, which I think is fine. I like how we've actually seen the different types of I do like how we have seen the two different types of, sorry, the multiple different types of elements in the types of barrels that are on the ground.
I can't move. I'm paralyzed with fear.
All right, boy, take him out.
I don't know how I shot him and not the other guy. You just leveled up. Leveling up permanently increases the amount of health and the amount of damage you deal.
Excellent. I knew you were the right choice, friend. Now go. I'll contact you again soon.
Okay. Oh, cutscene's gonna play in a bit. And the game's like struggling to load. That's fun. Ooh. Like, that's the one thing I don't like, is that on my screen, it's like very jittery. And I kind of hate it.
I'm over here.
Actually, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm over here. I'm over here. Attention, citizen of Fyrestone. There is no cause for alarm. This new visitor has resolved the problem.
Well, shoot, I thought I was a goner that time. Damn bandits won't leave us alone. Had to lock the place up tight. I'll let you in. Come on. Damn it. Blasted circuits are on the fritz again. Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
Now that you've selected a mission, you will notice that a new icon has appeared on your heads-up display. That's a waypoint. The waypoint will tell you where you need to go, depending on what mission is currently active in your mission log.
Okay, it looks like some of the cutscenes are actually loading. It's just that the main big intro cutscene is just messed up.
Up again. The name's Zed. They don't let
Hi,
me
Zed.
cut on folks anymore since I lost my license, so now I keep the med vendors around here up and running. From the vendors, you can buy all the healing you could ever want from a real doc. Thankfully, without the vault is a myth, you'll get yourself killed lecture.
Fair enough. Turn in the first quest.
Keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
You know, originally I thought I was gonna like read out every single quest line, but I don't think anyone wants to do that. Only I would care about a playthrough like that. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's just a little bit further out. Yeah, I don't like how,
Looks like he got under Nine Toes' skin. Don't worry, he'll get what's coming to him.
You did it! I knew you were the right choice. Oh, the poor little robot needs our help. Would you kindly give him a hand?
Sure, I will help the robot. Diagnostic performed? Oh.
That little robot is hurt. He isn't going to last very long without attention. Why don't you look around for something to fix him up?
I do like how it's like, oh no, the robot is gonna bleed out. Yeah, honestly, I would have...
Goodness new, I think.
If I thought anyone actually cared, I would actually read out every single like piece of text in the quest logs. But again, I feel like I'm the only person who
He
would
seems to be
actually
okay.
like enjoy that.
Now is the time to get moving and play your part in the journey to 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 journey.
Yeah. I'm gonna just say, I think this this angel might be the one and only thing that's making this game lag. Nice.
That ought to do it. I'll see you in a few.
Okay. My... from the cursory memory that I had of this first game, because, for context, I've played through all of the first game. Me and my younger brother co-opted this game a long time ago. If you were a fan somehow of our series like way back in the day, me and my brother tried to do a full playthrough co-op of Gears of War, and we kind of and we've always been trying to co-op games with each other for a long time.
Give me a shout if I can help you.
But
I
yeah.
might not have a med skill, but when you get shot, you'll be happy.
Power coupling, med vendor repaired, and then shield purchased. Fair enough.
I think we're done here.
Hey there, Drake.
Okay, so we haven't actually picked up any other weapon. This is kind of interesting how we just haven't run into anything yet.
Feel it.
Okay, some money in here. I like how it's like, hey, you haven't gotten to the waypoint yet. Clearly you do not know how they work. It's like, no, don't worry, game, I do. I'm just running around. Yeah. Yeah, so way back in the day when me and my brother were actually playing this for the first time, I was playing as Roland and he was playing as Brick. And then like halfway through we swapped up and then I was playing as Lilith and he was then playing as Roland.
What can I do for you?
Oh wait.
That'll do for now. You can call me Sid. Everyone else does.
Standard TD or shield for 245, or a good one for every single piece of cash I have.
Thanks for the help. You ought to use the machine to sell some things you don't need.
Now you have a shield. Damage inflicted upon you will be first removed from the shield instead.
You didn't buy
Yep.
first aid kits to use on the field.
Oh, right.
I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
Yeah, there's still the stuff I'm not using.
I think we're done here.
Okay, turn in.
What do you want? Spit it out.
Blinding 9 toes. Kill 10 bandits. Oh, 8
You
bandits.
got what?
People don't yet trust you. If you're going to ever find the vault, you'll need the aid of the people. Helping Dr. Zed with his 9 toes problem is a good move.
Fair enough. So, I mentioned way back into the day that with my, way back in the day, I was heavily inspired by, a certain piece of fan fiction called, Fallout Equestria. If you have ever read that fan fiction, you know that the big draw of it was someone took their Fallout playthrough of Fallout 3 and basically just turned that into a compelling narrative about a while turning the universe of My Little Pony into the Fallout universe. And oddly enough, they did a pretty good job at blending the two universes together. And I was like, I could probably do that. Spoilers, I could not. I am not that good of a writer to do that. So I tried to do the same thing, but with Skyrim, which I feel like was a little bit better of an attempt, and Fallout. My idea for Fallout, though, was literally taking the story of 2 and retelling it as with My Little Pony characters. And oddly enough, I really liked what I was doing. I really liked what I was writing. It's just I'm not that good of a writer to actually like
Satisfaction abounds.
But yeah, one of my better ideas was with Skyrim, but I feel like one of the cooler aspects about the Borderlands 2 one was kind of making the characters kind of understand what they're doing is just straight parody, and kind of just rolling with it, almost as if they know that they're in a video game and kind of just playing it off that they're just playing roles, which honestly I feel like is kind of a fun again, I'm not that good of a writer. I wish I was a better writer. A lot of my writing is derivative, except for like 1, maybe 2 of the stories I've actually written.
What do you want? Spit it out.
Meet TK Baja. Okay.
I keep the medical equipment working. More.
Okay. Okay, so SMGs are make Claptrap look like a Vietnam soldier. So Tediador, Sinnes. They say that this SNS one is pretty good. The benefit of SNS is that they have high magazine size, and the cool thing about Hyperion is that every single Hyperion weapon has good weapon zoom to it. So it feels like that I should actually focus on Hyperion for weapons that I just don't know what to do. But the increased damage with lower accuracy rate, not really too much of a fan of that. But it is
I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
there we go.
Village. Cover it, kid.
Almost back up to 1,000. So, not entirely sure how long I want to go, considering that I have to kind of skip the intro I think I want to go for an hour and a half in recording, and then like cut that down to like just under an hour. Hello. Okay, some of the cutscenes are still a bit weird.
You? One more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face. You're not a skag, are you? No? Now look at you. I only shoot skag. Mostly anyways.
TK's food. Return the four pieces of stolen food. If I remember correctly, if you were to actually be able to go inside of his house, his body is actually still in the house. Oh, okay, so he is not inside the house, but the blood spatter of where he's killed is still there. That's funny.
Smells like off-worlder. How you liking our planet?
Honestly, like, when I played the game back in the day, it didn't matter which character I was playing. I loved using S&S weapons because it's still a little bit of a thing, like, in the back of my head. But to me, having a large magazine size is something that appeals to me. I like how now that I've seen a submachine gun, it is including submachine guns in the ammo that is now falling. I just find that interesting. I do like how, because this isn't a, this is just a regular item, they actually do have a unique, claptrap for an item. I kind of like that. It's, can I just say, like, there are some games that, like, even if I'm not, like, the biggest fan of a series, I will love their aesthetic. I will love their aesthetic above all, just because they do so much with the assignment, you know? Okay. 4. There we go. So, I'm just freshly off of work, and on my way back home, I picked up a bag of these, gummy Skittles. They're alright. Not really that good. Oh, I was always astounded by this as a kid. if you look into the scope, it is actually like what the scope would normally be looking at. You see? Where it's like, if I were to be zoomed in right there. See that? It's a really cool aesthetic thing that I love in this game. That is just like a little piece of, it's just a little piece of, yeah, it's just this like little aesthetic thing that I really enjoy. So like if I were to focus on TK in there, you could see that it's actually like a little bit off to like the lower right, because the gun is currently pointed a little bit to the lower right. But when I zoom in, you actually see that the gun is like pulled up just slightly to the upper
You're not a
left.
skag, are you? No? Lucky you. I only shoot skags.
Got grenades.
Mostly, anyways.
You've done well. I've decided to reopen my Fyrestone franchise thanks to you. Head into town and buy some new gear.
Yeah. So far the one thing about this game that I am like super worried about is stuff that's like a little bit further end game. Like there is a chance that I just don't get what I want to do. That actually jump scared me. Stabilized repeater. Ooh. No. No. Nah, not gonna use that gun. For a slight amount of accuracy? Nah. Not doing that. But yeah, as I was saying, Skittles gummies, not really that good. I wish that they were a little bit better. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here drinking the no longer Skittles branded C4s, which, oddly enough, do taste like a Skittle. Okay, this one is for guns. Purple shotgun. Ammo and grenades. Oh, whoops.
That's a grenade mod! Equip that, and you'll find that your protein grenades are suddenly more powerful, and are now equipped with special abilities. Always be on the lookout for new and different grenade mods to supercharge your arsenal.
So, I thought I was supposed to pick up the grenade mod. I accidentally... There we go.
Going after the vault? Better
There we go. Press G to throw the grenade. Sure. It's like, oh, you press G, and then it's like, I have to like reach my index finger like painfully over to the side. I was like, what do you mean? It's an easy press, and then it's like, my hands are small, okay?
You gotta squeal before we cook. Run for it! Incoming! We'll meet your maker!
There we go. Okay. Barricade destroyed.
All right, see you soon. You don't get a deal. It doesn't matter. Just come home back whenever you home.
Okay. Barricade destroyed. Gun stash found. And then boss defeated. Defeating Nine Toes might actually be a good stopping point, actually. Uh...
What?
There we go. Gain the ability to send out your pet Bloodwing out to attack an enemy and then return. Okay. Press F to use your action skill.
Woo! I heard that blast all the way over here. Bam! Time to give Nine Toes a piece of that. Woo! I'm updating your ecosystem with his location. Come and see me once you put his bits to the grinder.
Sure. Okay.
Who needs a real doctor when you got my machines in there scaring needles?
Huh. So for $616, I can upgrade the storage deck for each ammo type. Um, and I'm gonna need to grab sniper and a revolver, maybe grenade. But we could hold off on I could hold off on grabbing all those. There we go. Yeah, one of the funniest parts about Mordecai, as I kind of noticed, both from my own time playing him and oh, and from just Gorilla Shield? Yeah, sure. I do kind of like how Brick is the melee guy, but from what I from what I have kind of felt, and especially what he said, is that yeah, and from what he said is that an interesting part of Mordecai is his melee ability is actually pretty good. So I mean, yeah, it was automatically already can be better than the starting weapon. Ooh. Yeah. Jacob's having critical hit damage is what is normal, but definitely having that minus 10% damage is the one thing that is making it horrific. Ladyfinger. Omnia Vincent Amour. 100% critical hit damage. Recoil reduction plus the accuracy, weapon zoom. Pretty good. Yeah. the entire game is slowing
You are
down just
about
so I
to
can have
face
this
your
piece of
first
dialogue.
real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
Remember, you can always count on Marcus when
Sell the starting stuff? Yep.
First aid kit. If you want to no guarantees, you can always count on Marcus guns.
Oh. I didn't even know enemies can drop Marcus statues. That's pretty neat. Cheap SMG. Yeah, I forgot. I cannot remember if healing kits actually come back in later games. By the way, I love the nurse claptrap, very funny. Um, but the idea that you have just like spare healing that you can like grab and use anytime is kind of neat. I kind of like it. Okay, first boss reached. Uh, healing kit. Nice. I always felt like he was a little bit stronger. Okay, skills. If I remember correctly, he said that, the one that we really need to go for is we need to get to Bird of Prey, which makes sense. I think, accuracy, not really that useful. Caliber increases damage with specifically sniper rifles. Increases bloodwing damage. That's pretty okay. Bloodwing causes enemies to drop additional money, ammo, and healing items when it attacks. Always pretty cool. Increases critical hit damage, which is every which applies to everything, and then Gun Crazy. When using pistols, you have a chance to fire 2 shots with each pull instead of 1. I think I'm gonna go with Swipe, just because having extra item drops is pretty cool. See what else is around here. Oh. The Clipper. Effective against flesh. Has a chance to light enemies on fire. 100% melee damage. And then fire rate. Elemental weapons. Yeah. By the way, I'm surprised I only went down like once in that. For some reason, I always felt like that fight was a little bit harder when I was younger. Maybe it's because, like... Well, maybe it's because I was just an idiot. But also, getting that sticky grenade to, like, attach and then get through the shield is pretty nice. SNS pistol.
So you want me to share, huh?
Sniper. Okay. Yeah, let's go turn this in, and then we can head off. Hopefully my editing software will actually work. Last time I tried to edit something, it did not go so well, so hopefully the editing actually still works.
Vault is here.
You know what? I'm gonna hold on to the clipper just in case.
Still yourself and go. I'll be watching.
Because this is the first blue weapon we have. But I don't really see a good use for it right now.
What you gonna find in the vault? Make sure you're packing.
Then I haven't found a revolver just yet, but I'm gonna grab the SDU for it anyway. Nice. Already paying off. So, since you're here, I have the Ladyfinger, which has been pretty nice because it has, you know, critical hit damage plus 100%, and a pretty good accuracy because it's a Hyperion weapon. But I did pick up the Clipper from defeating Nine Toes. Should I actually use it? Because you did say something about melee damage.
The Clipper is decent. However, let me see your skill tree specifically.
The only thing that I have grabbed right now is that I grabbed 1 point in swipe. That's about it.
Once on the green tree, you get to putting points in the cleaver skill right there, lethal strike.
Yeah.
Then the Clipper's going to be useful because you're going to get such a high melee modifier. You can one-shot most things with the late game.
So, technically I don't need the Clipper, but I should hold on to it?
Yes, hold on to it. If at any point you get a bladed weapon to drop randomly that has at least a 200% melee modifier, then you can drop the Clipper.
Fair enough. It just feels weird holding on to a repeater when I'm mostly going to be using revolvers. Oh, because it just says plus 100% melee damage.
Yes.
Because it just doubles your melee output, no matter how far you go. Fair enough. Okay, so not sure if I included that that little bit of audio, but that does make a little bit of sense. The idea of the idea is that
That hurt?
I should hold on to the Clipper just because it has a pretty interesting stat bonus of doubles your melee output, which can basically work all the way up until like the middle of late game, where I'm now running into like very annoying like high-end enemies. So I guess that's kind of cool. I think one of the things I'm gonna really enjoy about doing this series is going to be one very important thing, and I am telling both my Borderlands Sherpa and the audience. I am like nowhere close to being like an expert at this game. So any amount of like tips or like pieces of advice, I am accepting from any source. So put down below what you think I should be doing. Put down below what you would like to see me like try to focus on. Because like was said to me in episode 0, it's more of I don't need to strictly adhere to a it's just to like roughly point me in the right direction almost.
What? You didn't like that?
Why did he think that like dodging like a little bit over to the left was gonna help him?
Boom!
I'm getting a little bit better with like compensating for this game's weapon sway because I'm so much more used to when it comes to mouse and keyboard something like Overwatch, which has almost no weapon sway.
Hey, newcomer.
Okay, time to collect. Return to Zed.
Better at this.
I'm gonna increase critical hit damage, and then on my next one, I'm going to put points in the focus.
I hate to send you away.
Because
Great company and all, but I
putting a little bit of everything into every single like tree, just to kind of like feel each one out, I feel like is going to be the play here. Because like, let's look at this again. This is just for a like trespass. Your bullets ignore a shield and slightly increase bullet damage. That's pretty cool, but like I also have to be like reduces cooldown of blood wing by shooting an enemy with a sniper rifle. That's really cool. Definitely gonna want to do that, especially when like rogue when I'm like mostly focusing on rogue. Relentless. Increases your fire rate and gives every bullet fired a 25% chance to be a killer shot and deal additional damage. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay. So that's what he meant, is that there are certain abilities that work upon defeating an enemy. So Ransack only works when an enemy is defeated, while these square ones are it is always a passive that will always be effective. Because if you're in a fight with a boss that has like a million health, and you're trying to like throw ammo down range, sometimes abilities that only work upon like the death of an enemy is not going to be as effective as one that is working for every bullet in your entire magazine.
You killed Nine Toes. You should give me a drink to celebrate sometime. Might want to check out
Okay.
the bounty board.
Job
see if
hunting.
anyone else has a job for you.
Fair enough. When an MIRV grenade explodes, they sent out several more grenades. I think that might be just a little bit better than a sticky grenade. feel like the sticky grenade just isn't
I
working
might not
as well as
have
it
a
should.
med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here.
Okay.
Well, that should cover it, kid.
Okay, all that is left to do is to check the bounty board, which I am going to be doing on the next episode. I think this worked out pretty well, to be honest. And also, I know next time to start after the opening cutscene. Anyway, I'll see all y'all next time. I'm gonna try to get this edited down to remove all of the loading screens. So, I'll see y'all then. Goodbye, everybody.